Chat, what's up? Welcome to the 10th Duke Dynasty session. It's good to be back. Potentially the very last Duke sit down. Not going to make any final proclamations on that one. Might have a whole nother season. We'll see. But potentially going to be basically converting this time into the Gopher series. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not making a final verdict on that, but just warning you, there's a chance. So how's everyone doing tonight? Happy Wednesday. Not pretty quiet Wednesday. Not a whole lot going on. Figured it's a good night for a stream. Naltitude superfan in the house. Ace Spencer. Tyler. Racking in those ads. That's what's up. So we're probably going to be top 15 after this advance is done. My fiance just came into the studio to grab something and just was giving me the weirdest look. Tyler, the sub, thank you. My boldest offseason prediction. I really liked one of the mailbag questions we got today of the Patriots acquiring Jimmy Garoppolo back. I could actually see that, and that's bold. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna ride the wave of that Patreon mailbag question. I can't remember who asked that, but least bold offseason prediction: the Green Bay Packers don't draft a wide receiver. And instead decide to roll it back with Devin Funchess, Alan Lazard, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling. That's my least bold offseason prediction. Tyler, did you see my message to you? I will absolutely answer it now if you prefer that. If you'd rather wait for it to be on the podcast, it will make it into the next week. But I'll let you decide right now what you want on that front. I will absolutely answer it right now if you'd rather. So you can just drop. Remind me what it is. I got a bad memory. Remind me what it is, and I'll answer it for you. If I was the GM of Las Vegas, would I give up a second for Darnold? Yeah, I would do that. I mean, I don't know if he'll end up being better than Carr or not, but I just think that's great value. Okay, taking on Coastal Carolina. We're ranked 14th. I'm not giving up on national championship hopes this year, guys. Sorry, don't mind me adjusting my mic. Tiger Woods 2004 PGA Tour stream or what? Dude, that career mode was great back in the day. All right, rainy game against Coastal. If I had to do a redraft of the last 5 drafts, who's the first overall pick, regardless of team needs or positional value? So is that each individual draft or combining all of them together? Brandon, what's up? Yeah, dude, you showed up like literally as I was closing last time. 1 for each. Okay. A little hard to answer on the fly. But first overall pick for each year. So 2000s, I feel like it'd be best if in between when it's advancing, Are you going to be around here for a little bit, Tyler? I'm thinking when it's advancing, that'd be a great time for me to be able to pull up, kill that time that, you know, the 2-3 minutes it takes to advance. Okay, if you're around, just I'll try to remember, but remind me to answer your question, because that'll be a good time. I can pull up the Wikipedias on those drafts, and I'll give you a good answer for that. That's a great question. You're seeing Chargers fans say Herbert gets pressure more than Burrow. Gets pressure, did more. It's hurting my brain. I feel like you have multiple typos there. Seeing Chargers fans say Herbert gets pressure but did more than Burrow. Yeah, I can't. I'm not processing that. Sorry. Get him. Woo! We actually played defense for once. Coastal has New Mexico State jerseys because they probably replaced. It's probably a glitch. It's a mod. Oh, we got a return touchdown from D. Smith. Dude, what is it, Dennis Smith? He is a return beast for us. But yeah, it's a mod that puts Carolina in the game, and it must have a glitch here with New Mexico's jerseys. So you're seeing Chargers fans say Herbert gets pressured more than Burrow, but he's just better at dealing with it. I've been seeing a lot of this narrative that Burrow's not good throwing against pressure, and I don't understand it. Burrow is already top 5 at navigating the pocket and stepping up and delivering strikes. Drop top submarine. What's up, bro? I'm just gonna let Chargers fans have their fun on Herbert. He's not better than Joe Burrow. Oh, sheesh. But you're not gonna convince a Chargers fan of that. So you're really just kind of wasting your time trying to argue with them. Let them have their fun. Have conviction in your own opinion. Ooh, give me a block. Why aren't I on the Eason hype train? Dude, based on how these quarterbacks are playing right now, I wouldn't rule out Jacob Eason being the next freaking Peyton Manning. And then Trank asked if we'll see Jordan Love in garbage time. I feel like that'd be the smart thing to do, but he hasn't even been active on game days, so I don't think that'll change. I think they're literally just taking a full redshirt season for Jordan Love and just saying you're not going to play at all this year. What did I think of Billy Price coming out? I didn't have like a full draft board at the time, but I remember thinking it was a bit of a reach. I think I remember thinking he'd be like a second-round player. What's up, physical education? Just finished the podcast. Hell yeah. Hope you liked it. I said I was going to get Dennis Smith more involved. He returned the punt for a touchdown. We're looking his way more often. We didn't slide him up the depth chart after he went off the last couple weeks, but these playmakers really like to take turns for us. We've had some Calhoun weeks. We've had some Pancol weeks, some Knox weeks, some Damelin weeks. Oh, speaking of Knox weeks, what a dime. from Skittle McDiddle. He's watching old Redican highlights. I'm assuming that's a typo. More specifically, RG3 was wondering what my take on why he didn't succeed in the NFL post-injury. You feel like people are too quick to blame his injury and acknowledge he just isn't a good passer. Yeah. Oh, that was the PAT. Yeah, I would have to really go back and analyze that. That'd be an interesting question, an interesting thing to look at, like, because that would be his sophomore season. That'd be a really thing to analyze. Really interesting thing to analyze. Like, what was his problem? Because I agree, there's no way it was just injury. Obviously, it didn't help, but yeah, dude, Billy Price had a game with a 0 PFF grade. I remember that. Oh my God, that got picked. Wow. Yeah, Garrett Bradbury's first game against Kenny Clark was ugly. You have to try to be that bad. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yikes. First down. Good throw, Holmberg. I'd like to take a better lead here, and then we can simulate, but the way this defense is playing lately, we can't trust it. Also, I'd want to run, but they're loading the box. Jakovich, you saw the vid. You were the one on here yesterday asking about it, right? Glad I could deliver. You inspired me to get up this morning and get that done. I was gonna get to it eventually, but you gave me a good reminder last night that I needed to do that this morning. Drew Lock has the second lowest on-target percentage and lowest bad throw percentage, but Shermer is the problem. Yeah, dude, that pretty much sums it up. I literally don't get the Shermer. Oh, what a throw and catch! Wow, the Shermer scapegoat is one of the worst offensive coordinator scapegoats I've seen in a while. There's literally no reason why Shermer is doing a bad job with Drew Lock. Their reasoning is that they should be, literally, this is what I've heard, is that they're not utilizing his skill set because apparently Drew Lock has shown that he's much better in up-tempo situations. For example, the fourth quarter of his last 2 games, aka garbage time, especially against Atlanta. So your point is, when defenses go vanilla coverage and Drew Lock plays his football, the reason for that is because they're going up-tempo. And therefore, Shermer should change the entire offense to just be apparently, 2-minute offense the entire game. I'm always entertained by the excuses people come up with for their quarterbacks. Drew Lock just isn't good. He could become good, but he just is not good right now. There's no way around it. Who are the 5 best head coaching candidates available right now? Honestly, I'd probably put Joe Brady 1, Bieniemy 2. I'd be just a little bit scared of Bieniemy because it's so hard to know. Jesus, defense. It's so hard to know how much of that is actually Andy Reid and how much of it is Eric Bieniemy. But yeah, I'd rather go with Joe Brady, who's now gone to multiple different places and looked great. Oh my God. We gotta put some more touch on that. Matt Nagy is a gorgeous genius. Yeah, TFGF thinks Matt Nagy is quite attractive. God, man. See, I'd say Joe Brady, Eric Bieniemy. Of course, you've got Lincoln Riley. If you could pry him away, that'd be ideal. All right, like, I want to start running the ball more, but they're loading up this box so much. We got to take this. Oh, what a dime. Go, Knox. Oh. Way to drop that in there, Gunnar. Oh, that was a... Oh, no, Gunnar. What quarterback from the last 5 years from the draft can be a Hall of Famer other than Mahomes? Well, I'm assuming you meant quarterbacks, because I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that can be Hall of Famers. I think Burrow, Kyler, Lamar all have the, you know, physical potential. Oh, that was nice. To just be Hall of Fame talents. You know, I still see Herbert as kind of this. I project him as this sort of Matthew Stafford. We'll see what the Chargers can do to help him out throughout his career. If he could win a couple Super Bowls, he's probably a, you know, Hall of Fame talent. Josh Allen's starting to make his case. I have a hard time seeing Baker becoming a Hall of Famer just because I don't know how well his career is going to pan out being in Cleveland. Is Mahomes the greatest QB of all time right now, or would it be prime Aaron Rodgers? I still think that 2011 and 2014 are higher levels of quarterback play. Mahomes, certainly the most gifted. For a while, Rodgers was known as the most gifted quarterback. Mahomes seems to take that to a slightly higher level because of just the way he moves. He moves so well. But, oh, that could be another drop. Oh, my God, Knox. You're killing me. The way I look at Rodgers in 2011, 2014 Rodgers is a couple cases for why that was more impressive than what Mahomes is doing. Case number one is Mike McCarthy versus Andy Reid. I think Rodgers had just significantly less manufactured production. Right now, Patrick has 6 touchdowns on screens. And that's not even counting... Oh, God. And that's not even counting the fact that Andy Reid is just so much more creative as a play caller. Mike McCarthy was just so stale. They literally ran like the same 20 plays every week. And then you throw in the fact that, you know, Mahomes has three receiving targets that would be the most athletically gifted receiving options of Aaron Rodgers' career. Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, and Travis Kelce. But other than that, I think Mahomes still has a lot more bad plays than Aaron Rodgers ever had. Crazy thing about 2011, 2014 Rodgers is he wasn't just doing it with, good receiving units. Like, don't get me wrong, he had much better receivers back then. But I think the biggest thing is McCarthy versus Andy Reid. Like, he just did not have a good head coach. But oh geez, I gotta call this timeout. That was bad clock management. But yeah, he just didn't have all the turnover-worthy plays. I know Mahomes only has 1 interception, but he has 7 turnover-worthy throws this year. He's got incredible turnover luck, and that was there in his MVP year too. It's close. It's very close. But I think if you put 2011 Rodgers on this Chiefs team, you'd see the same result without the turnovers. All right, I think we're safe. Jeez, this defense, dude. We bunkered down. Although, did we? Jeez, we need 63 points. My God, why is our defense so bad? Look at Holmberg, though. Oh, my God. If he is not on the Heisman watch after this, I'm going to be so offended. The disrespect if he's not on the Heisman watch. Yeah, seriously, 2018 Oklahoma. This is crazy. If Bears drafted Watson or Mahomes, I was talking about this last night, actually. I don't know if you were here, but I think they'd be the best team in the NFL. I don't even think that's controversial. All right, 63-56. The offensive juggernaut that is Duke. Go back to the 4-2-5 defense? Yeah, I guess so. How did we have no sacks? It's a fair thing to talk about, Panda, as if Mahomes would be as good as he is if he went to the Bears. Probably not as good, but I feel like he'd be somewhere around like what Josh Allen is today, maybe. It's so hard to say. Will be better when they retire TJ Watt or Myles Garrett. Always a heavy-hitting question, the TJ Watt, Myles Garrett debate. Yes, Tyler, time for the question. Let me just start this advance. So the question was, this is actually an extended Patreon mailbag of the Fully Inflated Football podcast. Who each year would be the number one pick from each class going back the last 5 years. So we're going to pull up while this advances. Going to pull up Wiki. So starting 2016. I feel like Wikipedia does notable drafted players. But maybe not. All right, so Goff, Wentz, Bosa, Zeke, Jalen Ramsey, Ronnie Stanley, Buckner, Tunsil, Kenny Clark, Jalen Smith. Is this Tyreek Hill's class? Was Tyreek Hill in the 6th round this year? Yeah. Tyreek Hill is 5th round. I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill as the number 1 pick from 2016. With Ronnie Stanley 2nd. Laramie Tunsil 3rd. Although Jalen Ramsey would be right in there with those tackles. Oh, we lost Sean Davis to NC State. All right, so let's go to 2017. Holmberg better be in the Heisman race, I swear to God. You're already determining the floor of DJ Ugalele after 1 start, Panda. I think you should probably chill on that one. Best route runner in the league right now? I'm gonna give it to Devontae Adams with Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper as very close 2nd and 3rd. Stephon Diggs is up there too. All right. So then we have 2017, Myles Garrett, probably the pick there. Oh, never mind. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes 1. Watson 2. And then Myles Garrett 3, I bet. Okay, 2018. All right, we're number 11, guys. We're not out of this thing. Let's change our defense back to the 4-4-2. It worked out better. So 2018 is tough. You got Baker, Darnold, Allen, Lamar, Saquon, Quentin Nelson. I don't know if there's a clear-cut one there. Derwin James. It's got to be the Lamar or Josh Allen, right? That's a tough debate right there. I think I'm taking Allen, but I don't feel great about it. It'd be a really tough call to make between Allen and Lamar. I think Allen's just a better passer at this point. He's shown more growth in that field. All right, taking on Miami. So the Browns aren't a playoff team, but their schedule is super easy. Yeah, I saw a lot of people telling me that in the power rankings. I guess maybe I should check it out. Oh, it's regardless of positional value? Well, I think we're still, our answers still hold up. We had What did we have? Tyreek Hill, I would hold to that. Patrick Mahomes, I would hold to that. So I don't think that changes those answers. But 2018, so if it's independent of positional value, it's got to be Saquon, but it just hurts me to do that because I would never take Saquon number 1. I'd rather have Quentin Nelson, I guess. Maybe Quentin Nelson would be the pick over Saquon. So if it's independent of positional value, I'll go Quentin Nelson, then Saquon. Okay, 2019. Probably Nick Bosa. You got Kyler Murray, Bosa. I mean, I feel like it's got to be Bosa. He had one of the best rookie seasons. For a pass rusher that we've seen. So I'd go Bosa. If it's not positional value, otherwise I'd just stick with Kyler. And then 2020, a little hard to say already. Oh, taken down from behind. But really hard to say already. I mean, I think pound for pound, Justin Jefferson may be the best rookie so far, but I mean, I'm just gonna say Joe Burrow. Sticking with him. Damn. It's a good question though. Is right now the best time to bet on the Bills to win the Super Bowl? They're listed at plus 1650. I wouldn't do it. I don't see it happening, but you got to get through the Ravens, you got to get through the Titans, you got to get through. They just have to beat too many good teams. They just have to play great football for 4 straight weeks to win the Super Bowl, and I just don't know if they're ready to do that. Is Vic Beasley the worst one-year wonder in the league? You can make a case for Robert Griffin. Yikes, fumble. Oh, that was a fumble that benefited us. I should have played that. Oh well. There is the defense we know and love. Let's hop in. What's up, Cam DMC? Get rid of that. Step up. I've been struggling on offense. You guys are asking too many good questions, which is good. Oh, man. We got to win this to get into the top 10. Oh, did I? Forgot I turned the... It's been so quiet, you guys. I forgot I turned the music off when I recorded that Madden video today. You guys should have said something. All right, down 10. You got a puppy a week ago? What kind of dog did you get, Panda? Man, they're loading that box. Whew, what a laser. I actually don't get that reference, Tyler. The Dwight Stevenson redraft. Is that a PFF employee? I don't know if I know who Dwight Stevenson is. Oh, squeeze it in there. Calhoun. Oh! Ooh, man. Some of these... Dwight Stevenson Award. Is that from Sam and Steve's podcast? It sounds familiar now. Oh, okay. The award they give to the highest pure grade each year. Yes. I'm with you now. Best kicker punter combo in the league? Ravens. I mean, not only do they have by far the best kicker, but their punter's good too. Fullback. Guys, what if we get a Bengals over Steelers upset this week? Is Big Ben gonna play against the Bengals? I gotta do my picks on Patreon tomorrow. I gotta update all my my injury news. Ben is testing negative. Was he a COVID thing? I thought he had an injury. Oh, here we go, Jacobs. My thing is I can't think of a much bigger mismatch than the Bengals O-line and the Steelers pass rush. That's the big problem. I don't even know if the Steelers need Big Ben to win that game. Oh, I thought we had that. Steelers, I think, should be strongly considering a quarterback high in this draft. It's so deep. Hard to predict where he lands for Juju. I don't know why I'm going for it here. I feel like it's a kind of a bad decision. I'm going to let this clock run and kick the field goal. I could see him going to like the Jets. Some team that would give him, 16, 17 mil. Because someone will pay up for Juju. I don't think the Steelers see him as a $15+ million player. I think they really like him, but he's going to be a little too expensive. I don't think the Packers would pay Juju. Number one, I don't think that's a great fit. The Packers need speed at receiver. They don't need another big-bodied guy. But I could see, I mean, who are these young quarterbacks that could use a guy like that? I mean, the Dolphins, 100% could pay Juju. So, like, Jets, Dolphins, Washington. Teams with a lot of cap space. Oh, man. Oh, he caught back up. Make a catch, Calhoun. My top three would be Jets, Dolphins, and Washington, because those three teams are going to overvalue Juju, so to speak. I don't think the Jags need Juju, Southern Fish. The Jags have such an underrated group of receivers. You got DJ Chark. You got Chark, Laviska Shenault. Juju would be nice, but I don't like the Jags receivers. Is Trask on pace to be the most overrated quarterback prospect ever? I don't know about ever. I don't know if, I mean, if he becomes a top 10 pick, sure. But it looks like he's probably going to be QB5 at best, so I don't know if that's most overrated quarterback prospect ever. Come on. No, I don't think Washington's the best team in the NFC East if they sign. If they sign A-Rob and Juju and draft Trey Lance, I mean, that's a little over the top. I don't think you sign both of those guys. That's a little ambitious. No, because the Packers, the Cowboys and Eagles have been just decimated by Eagles. Ugh, Jesus. Cowboys, I don't know why I'm struggling so much to say that. Cowboys and Eagles have been just decimated by injuries this year. They are much better football teams than they are this year. They're going to have some massive regression to the mean. Do you think Michael Gallup leaves the Cowboys after next year? Yeah, I don't know how they afford him if he continues to play well. Unless they traded Amari Cooper and kept Gallup. You know, Brandon, that's actually not that far off. Is that a lie that both the Cowboys and the Eagles have been decimated by the Eagles? They've both kind of been beaten by the Eagles. God, Damelin is just so good. Nixter. Yeah, the Dez Bryant debut was quiet. Did he even get a snap? I think that's probably a fair prediction, Panda, that the Niners will be underrated next year. $49 IRs. That's good. Can I steal that, Brandon? Do I have your permission? Oh, I wanted to float that. Crap. I wanted to float that over that guy, and we failed miserably. They had Dez Bryant replicating Chase Claypool. Yeah, it's just least like half as fast as Chase Claypool. Oh, what a play. Jacobs. Let's go. See you, Brandon. Have a good night. Where would I put Wentz since he wasn't in the top 10? He's at like 13 or 14 probably. 14, 15, 16. I think he'll be better. It's just he's been so bad. It's tough. Actual tight end university? University of Iowa. I mean, Notre Dame's good at producing these like average athletes that are just kind of plodding big-bodied tight ends, but Iowa produces the studs. Hawkinson, Kittle, Fant. Nope. Oh, I'd already started my throwaway. Hottest place for a head coach to go this offseason? I think if Jacksonville or the Jets get the #1 pick, that's very tempting. I think the Jets is very appealing because you could basically be starting over with Trevor Lawrence, a bunch of draft picks, which is obviously going to be appealing. Oh. I think the Texans is very appealing because you get Watson, you have a top tackle, you have speed at receiver. Sure, you don't have a lot of picks this year, but that'll, you know, the picks and the draft cap space, that'll clear up after a year. So you get to compete in year one, you get to work with Watson, and then you get picks for the future. It's just this year, you know, and maybe you could get a second for J.J. Watt. Maybe you can get back into the, although I don't think you're getting a second for J.J. Watt at his age, the way he's playing. He's probably worth a third or a fourth. And I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I think the odds the Cowboys get the first pick is less than 5%. I would say it's less than 1%. Got ourselves a good game on our hands. Yeah, exactly, Potato. You're asking the wrong guy for who the Wolves are taking first. I couldn't tell you a single player in this NBA draft. Of course the Wolves get the #1 pick. They finally get it in what's regarded as like a really bad draft class. Just classic Minnesota sports. I mean, at least they got Karl Towns. Yeah, TJ Watt's definitely better than JJ at this point. Man. That'd be dope. Devin Booker on the Wolves would be dope. All right, come on, defense. Good job. The switch back to the 4-2-5 is working. Shout out to whoever suggested that because that was a great call. keep loading the box where I don't want him to go. Shouldn't have even ran that. I will admit, getting D'Angelo Russell was the best thing the Wolves have done in a long time, because the first time they made a move to go get an actual shooter. They've never had good guard play. It's been their biggest problem. So I'm at least intrigued. So I hope they're good, but... Spencer, thank you. If I was a head coaching candidate, would I choose the Jets, Jags, or Houston? Oh, come on, Holmberg. Oh, my God. What a tackle. What yard? We're at the 48. Should we? I think we should go for it. Let's trust our offense. I don't trust our defense in this situation. Worst case, we don't get it. We give up a quick touchdown, and then we go tie it up. But I don't want to punt this. I don't want to pin them back and then give up a huge 4-minute touchdown drive. Damelin, let's go. And they're loading the box again. These guys are coming to hit today. You're so right, Tuck boy. I was thinking about that he would have taken 2 steps and then gotten credit with the drop in Madden. Sorry ass soft receivers in Madden. God, they are lighting me up out here. Holding. Panda, if you haven't learned by now, I don't answer your Tyree Cleveland questions. I'm just ignoring you until you stop. I wanted to hit that seam, but that safety was just too there. Honestly, Jack, I haven't played Madden in so long that I can't even remember. I know Enforcer, is it? The hit stick one? That's kind of the most overpowered one. I'm not as against X Factors as most people. Especially in Madden 21, they actually felt pretty good. Oh, that was a big miss. All right, now we got to punt it away. Oh, we just missed it. How about draft day, Spencer? I'm not as hard on draft day as a lot of people. I don't mind draft day. I don't think it's the best football movie ever, but I kind of like it. Hey, we gotta stop. Is Laquan Treadwell still playing video games with Andrew Wiggins? Probably not, but I don't know. Hey, the Kevin Costner line of enjoy your, or you just take the trade, you pancake eating motherfucker. I'll never forget when he dropped that line the first time I saw it. I was like, oh. It really does feel like a story out of a video game. Like, it's so cliche. But, I don't know, I just kind of enjoy it. It's just kind of fun. I actually have not played NCAA 06. I think I started with NCAA at like 11. Oh, Pancole. That's huge. Now we can just run it, maybe kick the field goal. Madden 12 is the best Madden of all time, no debate. I need to go. I would need to go back and play it. Although a lot of people say that, so. Is that before they ripped out all the features? Because I thought they started ripping out features in like Madden 10. Jeez, how did we go back 6 yards there? Are they not going to ice me? What a win. Beauteous. Don't want to press X. Don't want this thing to freeze. Not after a big win like that. Panda, I would take Hugh Jackson over Freddie Kitchens. I think that's pretty easy. Ugh. All right, one more game here. Thanks for the follow, 2022. The run game has just been so quiet for us. At least Jacobs led our team in receptions. Rocky Shelton keeps racking up the tackles. Not much to report on the defensive side of the ball, but they played much better. Only 27 points this week. People always tell me I need to play head coach, Dude Perfecto, but I have not. I've never played it. UNC is ranked 48. Do we have them like next week maybe? That'd be a great game to end the stream on. Nope. Week 14. That'll be huge, though. I mean, you want to talk about a big game with an opportunity to get into the national championship. That's it. And then we probably have to play Clemson in the conference championship. Whew. Can't stop yawning. Huh. I'm flattered, Jack. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that on Xbox 360 or what console is that even on? Maybe maybe next summer we could experiment with that. I'm just glad we finally got everything figured out so we can do NCAA. Borrowing my buddy's PS3, jailbroke it. Hey, there's some commits. And then had to figure out how to get the game capture to work because it has HDCP protection, because these old games didn't let you record like this. So we're still in the lead for all these guys, except for the Clemson dude. Just gonna stay strong. We got 17 commits this year. More quiet class, but I think we got all the needs we needed. There's already some good mods on that drop top submarine. Are you in the Discord? Because there's a whole Discord chat for that. And they'll help you too. They're really helpful if you have any problems. That's a much better resource than I would be for that. I want to undo that. I want to do the cannon. Yeah, I would just go through the Discord and figure it out that way. Oh, I don't want to do that either. Let's do this is the pipeline one. Any chance the Jets free us from the hell of Will Muschamp? Remind me who Will Muschamp is. I need a refresher on that. Didn't save our cannon upgrade. What's my favorite movie franchise or favorite actor or actress? I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite actor or actress. I have a bunch that I like. I mean, I like pretty much anything Matt Damon, Leo, Christian Bale, all those high-profile actors. I tend to like pretty much anything they touch. Favorite movie? It's obviously, I wouldn't say it's the best movie, but I always say this. The one movie that I can always watch, and when I turn on the TV and I accidentally come across it, it's like quicksand, and I have to finish it, whatever point it's at. And that movie is National Treasure 1 or 2. I like history. I think that what's his name? Who's the actor in that? Help me out, chat. It's on the tip of my tongue. Cage? Nicolas Cage. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Garrett. Cage is not necessarily a great actor, but my God, he's so good in those movies. It's not the best movie ever, but I do love that movie. One of my favorite movies is very under the radar. It's called Rush. It's about Formula One racing in like the 70s between Niki Lauda and James Hunt. James Hunt is acted by the guy that plays Thor. And Niki Lauda is acted by he's a really good actor that I really like. He's European, I think. But if you haven't seen Rush, very underrated movie. Excuse me. I also just watched Ford vs. Ferrari. That's another really good movie. Matt Damon, Christian Bale. What's up, Splashy Dubs? Another underrated movie, The Prestige. Christopher Nolan directed. Christian Bale's in it. Go Jacobs, go. Oh, wow, we got caught from behind. Your guilty pleasure movie is Pacific Rim. Dude, it's not a bad movie. As a guilty pleasure, that's not a bad movie. Me and my friends used to watch that just like as background noise all the time. Yeah, Christian Bale was a phenomenal Batman. All the Batman movies are so good. Iron Man 1 is always a classic. No, Panda, but I'll have to check that out. He's working on a video about that, isn't he? Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman, he's good. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 wasn't that great. Yeah, Dark Knight is just simply like one of the best movies ever made. Oh, what a play by that corner. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. When is the poll coming out for the next rebuild? Well, I'm targeting December 3rd. If I can get my hands on a Xbox Series X. Oh god, this is a mess. Wow, we got out of that. Okay. Although, I don't know what the deal with the roster on Next Gen is going to be. Be amazing if they transfer over. Be absolutely amazing, so I don't have to redo the whole thing, but we'll see about that. Even if I don't have my full roster, I'd still probably rather do a next-gen rebuild than have my roster. I could maybe do a patch notes version. Just tweak some of the stuff. Do you have to pre-buy Madden for new consoles? No. If you bought Madden for the current gen, you get it for next gen for free, and then no, you don't have to pre-buy it. You can just buy it when it comes out. Yeah, Jack. They definitely could have. They could have done it as a cash grab. How bad would that be? I mean, the game is just not worth $60. But if they made you pay twice for it, that would have been insulting to us. So at least they did that right. I mean, inversely though, 2K may charge you twice, but at least it's like, you know, they're adding new features and it's actually a good game. Like, I'd rather pay $120 for a good Madden than $60 for a crappy Madden. What offensive scheme would I run? It's a good question. I would 100% have a lot of Shanahan influence with the outside zone stuff. Jeez, Gunnar. Jeez, Gunnar. I would definitely have a lot of those influences. It also just comes down to my quarterback. Like, if I have a really good pocket passer that's good at going through reads, I would have a more traditional offense. But if I need to, you know, if I need to get creative with them, I'd be willing to do that. But I think my offense would look pretty similar to either Green Bay or honestly pretty similar to Cincinnati right now, where they have some of the Shanahan influences, but they realize that, you know, their quarterback's going to be at best out of shotgun, traditional passing concepts. Float it, baby. What a throw. Mickey Dalmelin. This dude's just a sophomore. Seattle's offensive scheme is kind of their own scheme. I don't know what you would call it, but it's just run the ball and take shots. I guess it's pretty pro style in that regard. A lot of teams, it's tough to put a finger on what their scheme truly is. Oh, let's go. What a throw. Oh my God, that juke was beautiful. Kyle Jacobs. What a run. If I were a coach, would I want to be an OC or a DC? Offensive coordinators have such a hard job because they're always the first person to get blamed. I've never really thought about that. I tend to think I lean more of being an offensive mind, but I feel like I'd maybe actually be a better defensive coordinator. I don't consider myself an X's and O's genius. I think I'd be better at like the leadership aspect of being a defense coordinator, of just like teaching technique, getting the right guys in the right position to succeed, have a simplified scheme where guys can just play fast. Whereas, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'd be a very good offense coordinator. I don't think I know I don't think I know enough X's and O's. I haven't spent enough time in the coaching realm. You got to be damn good. You got to be so good at your job to succeed as an offensive coordinator. I mean, there's maybe 12 offensive coordinators that I think are really good, and I don't think I'd be one of them. I think I maybe would have a chance as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, I'd want to be the GM for sure. For sure. That's my area of quote-unquote expertise. Splashy Dubs wants my opinion on Joe Burrow. Check out the podcast today. You'll Oh, I pressed R1. He didn't throw it. I'm about as high on Joe Burrow right now as anyone. Do you think Schottenheimer's good? I think Russell Wilson's good. I think Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf are good. That's kind of my stance on that one. I think Schottenheimer's fine. Potato, yes, in reality, it would have been illegal downfield, but I don't think they really call that in this game. I played offensive line. I was a big boy in high school. I wasn't a very good player, though. I didn't have much of a college outlook. I did hear that, football. Interesting stuff. I actually tweeted about it. I said I was told that the Ravens don't run a gimmick offense. Yet all these people are calling out the plays. Someone want to drop a link to the video for Dubs? Let's get rid of that. I have no idea, young hot take, to be honest. I didn't even know Jerry Jeudy was injured, so. Probably someone better to ask for that question. Don't want to give you bad information. I just don't know. Sounds good, Dubs. I probably won't be here when you get back, so thanks for watching, bro. Man. I'm gonna skip to the next quarter. Nice, we got a touchdown before half. Could Todd Haley get a job again as an offensive coordinator? I don't see why not. He had his time in the sun. How many jack of all trades, master of alls are there? I'd say there's usually between 1 and 8 at each position. That's just, to me, what you call an elite player. Man, way to fight for that first down. Corner came through. God, we just can't run the ball. Good job, Paincool. Great route. If we score a touchdown in this drive, I might skip to the end of the game. I want to see the Heisman race. And then that'll set up. Definitely we'll have another Duke stream. At least one more to get through the rest of the season on our next stream. And then there's a chance we switch it over to the Gophers, but we'll see. No, I probably wouldn't take any of the... At this point in time, again, my evals on these quarterbacks are very fluid at the moment. I've barely watched any of them. Wow, what a run. But I don't think DJ is the long-term answer, but he's still a starting caliber quarterback on a cheap deal. I don't know. I think if you can't get Lawrence or Fields, I'm probably just gonna roll with him for now. But I'm just not gonna extend him. You know? Daniel Jones for $8 million is probably not the worst thing in the world. His turnover stuff sucks. But he's a top 25 quarterback. Probably not going to roll the dice on another quarterback prospect that doesn't have a super high upside. Oh, yeah, we're kicking butt. That's, I think, the next step with all this quarterback stuff is I think we start seeing guys like Baker Mayfield, potentially Daniel Jones, who are starting caliber quarterbacks, just not get that contract extension that someone like Jared Goff got. Now, Goff is better than those guys, but opinion on the football team starting Alex Smith, I don't really have an opinion. It's fun. Like, I think it's really cool to see him come back and play football, but I don't get too excited about it. He had a good couple of quarters last week and then just fell apart in the fourth quarter. But I don't really have a take on that at this point. I mean, everyone knows it's impressive that he's come back to play football, but I don't think there's a whole lot there. All right, let's see the box score here. Let's go check the let's advance, check the Heisman race, and then we're gonna be out of here. Another great game for Gunnar. Kyle Jacobs ended up rushing the ball, lights out in the second half. Calhoun was great for us. Did the defense do anything this week? Let's see. A couple sacks for the juniors. Quinn James, another pick for the freshman. That's 3. Could be an All-American. You could, Spencer, but at some point, paying a quarterback does make sense. I think if you end up with like a top 10 guy, I don't think that's smart to do. I think you pay the guy and you make up for his big contract in other areas. You draft well, you get creative with the cap that we've seen from some of these teams. AJ Green cornerback or cornerback Lamar Jackson? I'll take cornerback Lamar Jackson because at least he's big and tough. AJ Green is slow. They're both slow, but at least Lamar Jackson can press and get in your face. A Burrow versus Herbert film room. Yes, I think that's definitely something I should get to for the patrons in November. I think that's well in order when I have the time for it. Any way Tepper can find a way to retain Joe Brady, maybe for a year, but not more than that. All right, guys, we're going to be ranked somewhere in the top 9. We've got a big game against number 4 North Carolina coming up. We got a chance here. We got a real chance. I'm not going to answer that question, drop top. I'll just say they're both very important. And it can fluctuate. All right, see you, Tuck Boy. All right, we're number 7. Panda. God, you're killing me sometimes, man. I love your questions, but why do you ask me about so many irrelevant players that are literally never going to do anything that I just don't have strong opinions on, like Tipa Galay, an undrafted rookie that's hasn't he already been on like 2 or 3 teams? But I guess he's a good scheme fit for a hybrid outside linebacker. All right, Heisman watch. Dude, literally how does Gunnar get this disrespect? This is an all-time heist. I did hear about Journey Brown. That's crazy. Had to step away from the game. All right, this is an all-time heist. How is Gunnar Holmberg not leading the Heisman race? The disrespect. I can't believe it. All right, so we got Virginia this week, and then we got North Carolina. That'll all be part of the next stream. So, peace out, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. That was another great stream. I appreciate you for watching. Have a great night. Big Thursday night football game tomorrow night. I hope you guys enjoy that. But peace out.